Grinding out's a great way of explaining it. I know there's been some frustration, some of the points that we've dropped on the road. So for us to get all three in Vancouver and a tough place to play against a team that needs points, I think is great, not only for our mentality, but our momentum going forward.
You look at the way the season's unfolded, obviously the tough start, but right now you guys are in incredible form right now, 10 unbeaten in the league. How are you guys able to string these results together and really push up the Eastern Conference?
Yeah, I don't necessarily think there's too much thought going into the unbeaten streak. It's crazy to think that we started the season 1-6 because that seems like so long ago. But we've done a great job of turning it around, and part of that is getting players healthy, adding certain players that have really helped us. And as we look towards the last 6 games, it's about just continuing to build on every single performance. So you look at Vancouver and us getting the full points there. Now it's all right, we turn around, look at DC, another tough opponent, especially since pretty sure all 6 games are against Eastern Conference teams, right? So every game is going to have, is that right? Every game is going to have seeding implications. But we're in a good spot, not only physically but mentally. And as long as we continue to build off of those results, the confidence is great right now.
You talk about DC coming up, and the first game was a pretty poor performance all around. In the second game, you managed to get the lead, and it evaporates a little bit later on. How are you guys going to focus on a complete performance for 90 minutes against a big rival?
Yeah, complete performance obviously is something that we're looking for every single game. And it's been eluding us a little bit in the road, but for us to get what we did last weekend really helps continue to generate confidence. We know that DC is going to be a tough matchup, and they're going to play us very physical because they're also in a situation not only with the rivalry, but they're looking at their seeding. So it's going to be nice to be able to play in front of our fans at Red Bull Arena, but we know that we have a tough task ahead of us.
What kind of problems do they present? You'll have Lloyd coming back to Red Bull.
Lloyd, yes.
Patrick Mullins coming into the team has changed them as well.
Yeah, those 2 names have been huge for them. Lloyd has always been a dangerous player for us, and he continues to do that with DC. And then Patrick Mullins, it's crazy because when you look at his goals per 90 minutes, he's among some of the top names. And he's been able to contribute right away for them. So we have to be aware of him, just like any good striker we play against. We have to constantly, from a defensive standpoint, be aware of where he's at, rest defense, and just limit his opportunities, because if they get him involved, it's going to be a long afternoon or a long evening for us.
Go back to the beginning of the season, down in preseason, you were away with the national team camp, and you see Sasha go into the national team camp, making an instant impact. Just what are your thoughts on 2 games, 2 wins, 2 goals, 2 assists?
He's been awesome. Him and of course Christian Pulisic have come in and really turned things around and put their stamp on the game, on the games. So all of us here are excited to see him when he comes back, and we've all been watching, and I mean we've been able to see what he's capable of the last 2 seasons, and we know that if he was given the opportunity, he was going to do exactly what he did. So I'm happy for him personally, and I know that each of the guys here as well. But going into the weekend, we're also excited to have him back.
The way the MLS playoff structure is set up, it seems like getting hot at the right time is very key. And right now you're getting some players healthy. You're in an incredible run of form. Does it feel like things are starting to come together at the right time for you guys?
I disagree with that statement, getting hot at the right time, because in 2013 we got hot and we fell in the first round of the playoffs. I felt like in 2015 we were the most consistent, if not the best team in the league, and unfortunately we didn't navigate the playoffs. So I think there's enough guys here with the playoff experience of really understanding that navigating it isn't just about how well you're playing at the moment. It's understanding the full 180 minutes that's required. And we're trying to avoid the knockout round. If we can get the first 2 seeds, that puts us in a great position to at least rest up a few more days. But look, I think there's enough guys here with playoff experience that regardless of where we end up, we're capable from a lineup perspective, but then also now our experience, I think, is going to help us navigate it a little easier.